YouTube, what's going on? My name is Argon. Welcome back to some Fortnite informational, instructional, conversational type of content. Today, we got a top 10 list for you guys. A lot of things that we've been talking about over the past several months of Fortnite being out has to do with leaks. There's been a lot of leaks that have come out on this game. However, not all those leaks actually end up releasing. We're going to talk about those guys today, the top 10 leaks that never actually came out of Fortnite Battle Royale. However, before we get started, again, I want to remind everybody we are doing a giveaway on this channel. The most active people here in the comment section on Twitter, whatever it is, are going to get some V-Bucks at the end of every month. All you have to do is subscribe, turn on notifications, make sure you're hitting the like, and make sure you're staying active in chat and in the comment section. And also, if you want to follow me on Twitter, that helps too. The more you want to respond to me and chat with me on Twitter, the better. The more I see your name, the more likely you're going to win some V-Bucks. But let's just go ahead and get into this, guys. Coming in at number 10, and the things that got leaked but never actually got released, is Rescue Trooper Ramirez. Now, this came out back in Season 3 of Fortnite Battle Royale. Basically, there was some character skins that they announced that didn't actually get introduced into the game. Now, for the most part, whenever there's a leak on what type of characters are coming, those usually end up actually in the game. However, these guys, there's 3 different characters. I don't know why they were all called Rescue Trooper Ramirez, but they were all leaked, and none of them actually ended up in the game for some reason. Not sure exactly why, but they never did. But here you are seeing them on your screen right now, and these guys come in at number 10. Coming in at number 9, we have the controller custom keybinds. Now, this has not been officially told by Twitter. I'm sorry, by the Fortnite Twitter. However, their developers and Reddit have talked about it. Some people close to Epic have talked about it. For example, there's a guy by the name of Chad Mustard. He's a YouTuber, but his brother is actually the guy that runs Epic, essentially runs Fortnite. And so he even said that his brother had mentioned something about custom keybinds for controller. Now, these aren't exactly completely required anymore now that there's Builder Pro. It's a lot closer to what you would probably bind anyway if you had a choice. However, it would be nice to have some custom keybinds, like in case you don't want to use R3 for crouch, which I sure don't, but we'll hopefully get that eventually one day. But still, till this day, it's been talked about for a very, very, very long time. It's never actually been released. Coming in at number 8, guys, we have the Score Royale LTM. This is a limited time mode that was leaked. That was basically going to be where you race to open loot. It had nothing to do with getting kills, and whoever opened the most loot would win. Now, this never actually came into the game. There was some leaks on it. It was, kind of introduced in the game code and the game files. I would imagine basically you could probably win by actually killing other people. That would be less people that could loot. You could loot longer. So it would essentially turn out to be the same game. But there would just be incentive to go for like ammo crates and any chests. It wouldn't just be like drop it tilted, grab a shotgun, and get a bunch of kills. You'd actually have to want to get, more chests and stuff. However, this never actually made it into the game, and for that reason, it comes in at number 8. Coming in at number 7, guys, we have tiered umbrellas. Now, in case you didn't know, every time you win a match in Fortnite Battle Royale, well, every season that is, you get a special umbrella that gets unlocked for getting a victory in that season. You only get one umbrella per season. However, there was talks about maybe bringing in different levels of umbrellas for gold or silver or bronze or whatever it is, just to kind of distinguish maybe potentially about, if you had a certain number of wins, you could unlock a certain kind of umbrella. I think that would be pretty cool because, one thing about umbrellas, I remember when the game first launched, if you were dropping somewhere and you saw somebody with an umbrella, you probably stayed away because you knew they had a victory under their belt. And back then, getting victories wasn't all that easy. We were all getting used to the game, so you want to stay away from those players. Now imagine you're dropping and you see a guy with a diamond umbrella. You're probably going to stay away because you know that maybe that guy's got 2,000 wins or something. Definitely got to stay away from that guy. So anyway, that never actually made it into the game, but unfortunately it would have been a nice addition, but we'll just have to hope. Coming in at number 6, guys, we have the tire drop from Save the World. Now there was a trap that was in Save the World, still is in Save the World. Basically allows you to drop a bunch of tires and junk on top of your enemy when they trigger the trap, and it'll actually drop from 3 stories high. So it's a really, really high trap. It works from a very high distance. This was leaked in some game files, is potentially coming in. We did a video on it on Tracker Network, and unfortunately it never made it into the game. It would have been kind of cool because right now all we have is spike traps, and if you don't remember, when the game first launched for about the first couple months, there was all kinds of different traps. There were ceiling traps, wall traps, and of course the spike traps. They only worked on the floor at the time. They replaced all those with just spike traps, and now the spike traps work on any surface. It kind of makes the game a little bit one-sided. Having a new option, I think, would be really good to offer. New tire drop trap would be cool. Any kind of other trap would have been awesome, but I think now we're ready for new traps. Unfortunately, this one got leaked and never made it into the game. Coming in at number 5, guys, we have the Merry Marauder coming back. Many of you guys know this guy from the winter season, special event that they did in Fortnite where they had a bunch of special skins related to the holidays. It was a really cool event, actually, probably one of my favorite events of all time so far for Fortnite. However, recently they found him in maybe a loading screen. I think it was a promotional screen for the new skins that were releasing. Little Mary Marauder was poking his head out above the ceiling there of Retail Row and got all of Twitter going like, oh, is he coming back? Oh, is he coming back? Well, let's just say this is a more recent leak, so it's possible that he might still come back, but as of now, it's been several weeks and he still hasn't come out yet. Fortnite is usually pretty good about once they leak something or say something, it comes out pretty quickly. Anytime we've seen that with a weapon, it's always been like the next week we've got it. Every time they release something in a new patch update, we get it within a week or two if it's hidden in the game files. So it's possible this guy is not coming back and we're just getting hyped up over nothing. But that wouldn't happen. We wouldn't get hyped up over nothing, would we? Yeah, we would. Coming in at number 4, guys, we have the Boogie Down winner. Yes, there was a Fortnite contest. Get your best dance on and upload it, and then they'll pick a winner and put that dance in the game. They'll put it in the game. It was super cool. And then the Boogie Down winner themselves never got their dance in the game. It was even leaked in the game. Orange Shirt Kid or Roy Purdy, whichever one you think it is, they made it into the game, but this Boogie Down winner never actually made it into the game, despite the fact that he's been modeled in. It's just never been released in the item shop. Not sure if maybe it'll be in a battle pass in a future date or it will come to the item shop. We're not sure, but as of now, the Boogie Down winner has not actually made it into the game. Coming in at number 3, guys, we have building nerfs. Now, this is kind of a leak. It's been leaked a lot. We've talked about it a lot, and it's been semi-released. There have been nerfs here and there. They most recently did a nerf when it came to overall health of the wood walls and all that kind of thing and the rate that things build at. They've done a lot of nerfs and that kind of thing. However, the big building nerfs, you know, where they reduce the mats that you can carry, they've talked about that, cutting the mat capacity down in half. That hasn't occurred yet. That would be a major nerf. Everything else you can kind of work around. It just adapts the meta a little bit. But not having a lot of mats is going to make the game completely different. Fortunately, we haven't seen this get released. I'm hoping it never happens. But it's been talked about. And there's even been LTMs like the, what's it called? The strategic one. I forgot what it's called. Basically, Tactics Showdown. Where you want to rock around and not build a lot and just shoot. I hope that doesn't happen. I'm really hoping that doesn't happen. So far, this hasn't actually materialized, and we hope that it doesn't. Coming in at number 2, guys, we have backpacks. Oh, yeah. If you remember when jetpacks released, there was a leak. Not even a leak. It actually made it into the game. The Eye of the Storm backpack actually made it into the game. Somebody was able to pick it up. I remember watching Nick A30. He was able to pick it up, and it told you where the next Eye of the Storm was going to be. There was also a medic backpack that was released. These are going to be items just like jetpacks where you wear them, they take a slot in your inventory, and they provide you a service. I thought these would be pretty cool. The medic one, I was interested to see how that worked. I wouldn't think an Eye of the Storm backpack would be as OP as a jetpack, but I would like to see something like this. This would be pretty cool. Even a backpack that allows you to hold more stuff would be pretty cool. However, those never made it back into the game after they were taken out. Last but not least, guys, we have made it to the number 1 slot. And if you've been wondering why, and it hasn't happened yet, and you're wondering if I was going to cover it, and you predicted it, here it is. The number 1 thing that got leaked and never actually made it to the game, the gifting system. Oh yeah, the number 1 clickbaiting tool of all YouTubers. The gifting system was not released. There is an option, of course, which any of you who have ever clicked on a video that says how to gift items in Fortnite would know. There is an option in your settings to allow yourself to receive gifts. However, they've never told anybody how to send gifts. There has been more leaks since then where they've talked about how this would work. Essentially what it's sounding like is when there's an item in the gift shop, when there's an item in the item shop, you can buy that item and send it to your friend. You, however, will not be able to remove any of your items in your current locker and send it to your friend. And ultimately, if you're buying something and gifting it to somebody else, you don't also own that item. That's how it's going to work out, guys. So it's not like an item sharing business or an item sharing system or an item sending or trading system. It is literally you buying something for somebody else. That way, you don't have to buy them or send them V-Bucks. That actually, I think, will help. A lot of us YouTubers that like to do giveaways, this actually really helps. So when you see somebody that says, doing a Raven skin giveaway or whatever skin giveaway, now they can actually do it. So when the stuff gets to the item shop, you win that giveaway, they literally just buy it for you. It shows up in your account. You don't have to send a code. You don't have to talk back and forth. Super easy. Hopefully this comes out. It's been a lot of hype. It's not going to be as big of a deal as everybody's thinking it will be. But this was leaked plenty of times. It's kind of there, but it's never fully released. We have no idea when it's actually coming. But the gifting system is our top item for things that leaked and never released. Hopefully you did enjoy this video, guys. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you are new here, make sure you subscribe. And if you're not following me on social media, those links are going to be down in the description below. And as always, guys, my name is Argon, and may you never die to a bush. Peace.